It's the feral frontier.
Whoa.
See what they did there?
Yeah. Someone thought they were real clever with that one.
Oh, yeah.
Well, welcome back, everybody. Here we are.
To the feral frontier. Yeah, let's go.
The feral frontier. Aw, peaceful.
One of us did Lelouch.
You did Lucia.
Oh my! If it isn't young Prince Surinese! Welcome, welcome, welcome!
Nilucci, you're looking well.
I'm feeling well too, thank you very much. This old crow's as spry as ever. Tell me though, how fares your father, King Lorisy?
I can't talk today.
Yeah, I think you're doing a great job. The same as ever. Since that terrible day, he remains abed. He seldom rises anymore.
I'm not surprised. In the span of a few days, he lost his family, his friends, and almost all of his countrymen.
Yes.
And yet, we're blessed that you are still with us. Prince Rayson, if there's anything this doddering old bird can do for you, please do not hesitate to ask.
Thank you. I appreciate your kind sentiment. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Rayson. Nalucci, you can talk ancient history later. Leave us at once.
Yes, of course. I'm sure you've much to talk about, youngsters, much to say. I'll just take my leave of you. Please, Prince Rayson, make yourself at home.
Old Nalucci's always been fond of House Serenes, hasn't he? When he heard the White Prince himself was gracing us with a visit, he could barely contain his joy. So, Prince, what's this all about? We haven't seen your face around here in a long time, and I'm naturally quite curious as to your intentions. Your attitude during the Goldoa meeting piqued my interest. What is it you're after, Nisala? Why do you provoke Tabarn? You came all this way for that? Are you serious? Do not mock me, Crow King! Tabarn is my father's guardian. If not for him, we might have suffered the end of House Serenes itself. I will not brook any insults to him. Oh, I see. So, rather than ally yourself with me, your trusted companion of old, you would side with this new protector. That's an unfortunate shift in attitude. I trust you remember that when you and your sister were young, it was I, and not Taban, who watched over you. Any change in my bearing can be laid at your roost, Nisala. After all, you, my old friend, are the one who continues to engage in commerce with my enemy, with humans. If you were to change your ways, I'm sure we could rebuild the relationship the two of us once shared. Oh, no, that I could never do. You see, humans are essential to the fulfillment of my ambitions. You've changed, Nisala. If this is the path you've chosen, I've nothing left to say. I doubt you could ever understand what it means to God kill this prince to protect an entire country. After what happened to your own? Whoa! Oh, this was the emo kid.
Yeah.
Did I do that one?
Yeah, you do all
Okay.
the emo soldiers.
Oh, okay. King Nisala and Duke Tennis of the Begnion Imperial Senate arrived. Bring him in.
Oh, your majesty! Just now I fought against the most wondrous veteran! The real noble will be thing.
Oh my goodness. And what if it were?
Oh, I was what? Wonderful. My eyes did not deceive me. Oh, like my thing. Oh no, shimming. Walking about. Falling over. It's the crystallization of beauty.
Duke Oliver, can we please discuss the business at hand? You're salivating all over the carpet. Per your request, we have appropriated several pieces of art from the ships of Duke Gatos.
Yeah. You will be compensated. I promise. But will not die. I'll die. Will have.
Really? Another request? What can we purloin for you today? More art, perhaps?
I'll have something much more stunning. And if you will agree to my proposition, I'll double your normal fees.
That is a most generous offer. Tell me, what is it you really desire, Duke Oliver?
Desire? What's something you already got?
Your Duke Oliver is the reason we did this Let's Play, I'm pretty sure.
Thanks. Thank you.
That's just amazing.
Meeting with the apostle was fine, but like all she did was pay us and give us another job. Like, so weird, right? Like we're mercenaries or something. She didn't answer any questions.
I wonder what she's planning. That cargo. I can't help but believe that there were living creatures inside, but what could they be?
It said like giraffe on the side. Oh no, what that was about.
What do you suppose the apostle intends to do with them?
I don't know. Titania, are all nobles and royals like this? They have plans and paperwork for every little thing, and their speech is as confusing as it is tedious!
But, like, the other nobles we know are different. There's Princess Litia and King Goya and the Dragon Prince too. All of them have been so nice and friendly and easy to talk to.
Perhaps the rudeness of the upper echelon is unique to the Bayard class system. Princess Alencia was raised in special circumstances. Maybe that's why she's so different.
I could never get accustomed to the culture of York nobles.
Ike, I'm here to report the results from the last battle. It was a really good song. Sabaton did an excellent job. And Makalov joined us. We suffered no casualties, and no one was seriously injured. Everyone was at their best. That concludes my report. Excuse me, I've got to go now. Later. Oh, goodness.
I think.
The question is, who do we want Makalov to talk to?
That's a tough one.
Alright, oh. Sounds like you. Oh, wait. It's a different servant. You are from the northwest nation of Crimea, are you not? You have my condolences for the terrible misfortune that has befallen your country and people. Yeah, you remain blessed. Fate has brought you here to the Grand Temple Mine Hall, to the splendor of Begnion, grandest of all the nations of Telius. By the way, I hear you are traveling north to the Grand Desert. There are ancient ruins there, you know. They are the remnants of a race known as the Zunanamina, who come from a civilization that predates our own. Pretty wild stuff, I'd say there, little youngster. I'm sure you will enjoy the sensation of being immersed in such primordial surroundings.
Tickets are $69.99.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real picnic.
Oh, yes, picnics are indeed nice. But a word of caution. Staying in the ruins from afar is one thing, but you would be well advised to keep your distance for safety's sake. It's said that there's a bandit stronghold near the northwest ruins. And we hear occasional reports of strange figures wandering the dunes in the northeast. Be careful. Don't do it now.
Oh, man.
How are your preparations progressing?
They're underway. We leave within the hour.
Your next mission takes you to the Grand Desert. You must choose your companions with care.
Grand Desert was already taken.
So, like, I don't know what a desert is, so, like, just correct me if I'm wrong, but, like, a desert is just a large patch of sandy soil, right?
I like when we don't even have to try with Ike, which is barely ever. I imagine it's a desert full of old ladies. Ha! Ha! With one major difference. Unlike sandy soil, you'll not find solid earth near the surface. You could dig and find only more sand. Those on foot and horseback may find it difficult to move around.
Well, who else is there? I see. I'm sure that Soren knows much about these things, but we're kind of having a rift right now. Stole my toothbrush.
Has something befallen Master Soren?
I don't know if he's feeling ill or just like doing that thing he does where he mopes about and sings. It all started when we arrived in Begnion.
Oh.
Be that as it may, it won't hurt for me to have this information. Can you tell me more?
Of course. There's little water in the desert, and the soil is very dry and sandy. Few trees or grasses grow there.
I like that she knows she really has to spell this out to Ike.
Yes. Which means there are no groves or anything else which could provide cover.
Do you know what a grove is? Groves and trees are the same thing, except a grove is a lot of trees.
And as I mentioned before, those on foot or horseback will find the sand slows their pace considerably. The exceptions are magic users, staff wielders, and thieves. Such people will not be affected to so large a degree.
And of course the people on wings.
Whoa! The obvious one I missed out on.
Thieves are agile, so I understand why they would be unaffected, but those skilled in the magical arts? That doesn't make any sense!
I once heard an explanation from a magic user that I know. He claimed that the spirits he employed flew before him and cleared the sand from his path.
Real weird guy.
However, considering the source, I'm not sure how much of that is true. The magic users just go really fast in the sand.
Who was the source?
Prime Minister Sephirin, widely considered the most untrustworthy man in our country.
Would he play a joke like that?
Ha ha ha. Well, the Prime Minister is a very amusing man, but please allow me to continue my explanation. Secret and Ike are actually a really good match.
They are.
What else? Others who are unaffected by sand are Pegasus Knights, Wyvern Riders, and other flying units. Oh, and Laguz too. Terrain features don't seem to affect them in either form, although they will be slowed some.
You said Laguz, didn't you? Almost everyone here says, subhuman.
Whoops. Well, of course, Bjork and Laguz are both living things, like sand. Every precious life was created to be equal by the blessed goddess. The fact that there are still those who persecute Laguz in the land of the goddess, it is deplorable.
Are you of a noble house?
Yes, I am. One must be of a noble birth to serve the goddess.
But I thought that all nobles were half-crazed fools who can't speak the truth. But, like, you seem quite honest. Cat drama, sorry.
Yep. Ha, ha. I'll take that as a compliment. Oh. And one last thing.
What is it?
The desert contains the remnants of more than one lost civilization. Rumor has it that treasures from those times still lie undiscovered beneath the shifting sands. Those with good luck may come across such treasures during battle.
One treasure in particular.
I don't think we get him yet.
Yeah, we do. He's always in the desert chapter.
Oh, I thought we got him later.
No, you find him in the sand.
I thought there was another desert chapter. Oh well. Hoo-wee! The Grand Temple! Luxury and gorgeousness as far as the eye can see! If a scoundrel like myself can find employment in a place like this, I guess my luck hasn't abandoned me after all. But for all the glitter and gold, there's an equal amount of dangerous work. That I could do without. Maybe I can use my prone to illness ploy. Cough! Yes, I think I can arrange to work about 1 out of every 5 jobs or so. And now that I have a fixed income, it's time to visit the local inns and see what games of chance are about.
Evening.
Did you happen to hear any of that?
You were talking out loud. Loudly.
I wasn't being serious. I am an extremely diligent man. Yes, I am.
Those peddlers you were with, you were in debt to them, right?
Huh? How do you know that?
Sorry. Thought it was Ike talking.
It sounded like Ike.
When we took out that group, your debt vanished.
Lots of cat drama.
Yeah, lots of it.
Yeah, you're right. That was a tremendous help. Thanks much.
Come now, you can't believe that the world is as forgiving as that, or that we are so foolish.
What?
Debts are debts, and you have many. Those peddlers weren't the only people who were owed coin by you, right? We can't have debt collectors hounding the company day in and day out. My staff officer repaid the rest of the money you owe.
Wow! That's very kind of you, fam.
It was from the company coffers. You, my friend, are now in our debt. You fight to repay the Greil Mercenaries.
But no.
Payment will be deducted from your wages for quite some time. It seems you're working for free, friend.
Ooh. Oh, wait. Oh.
Until your debts are completely repaid, don't even think about leaving the company or getting sick. Right then, I trust you'll do your best and try to cough on the enemy, okay?
What a mess. Nuts.
And now we never have to see him again.
Yay!
Tell me, Soren, are you alright?
Huh?
Recently, ever since we reached Begnion, actually, in fact, you seemed depressed. Like, more than usual. Like, I know you're always depressed, that's your thing, but...
Is that so? How odd. Well, I can think of nothing specific that's bothering me.
Open your heart to me.
Well, if you say so, bro.
No.
So, yeah, it's time for the desert! Which is the best direction to enter from? I need your sound advice. Please help me. I'm lost without you, Soren.
Ike, this is a desert, not dessert.
Well, dang, that's no fun. Soren.
Yes? What is it?
Oh, you sound like Princess Olivia there. Alright, mister. I know there's something going on.
I'm sorry. I was thinking. What is it you wanted?
Well, I was gonna ask you for directions, but it's no longer necessary. It looks like we're being met.
Ah! Who does a little fire mage man?
That's you, because
Oh.
he's the rat.
Who are you? Answer me!
We're mercenaries. We were hired to take care of a group of bandits operating in this area.
More of the Senator's dogs! You cast us as thieves so you can murder us and hide your guilt, but we will not be defeated! Mark my words! The day will come when all slaves are free, and then you will pay for your crimes!
What on earth are you talking about?
No more useless words! Come, my brothers, take them!
Wow.
Oh man.
It's a lot of brothers, big family. Huge!
I hate to see what the reunions look like. Or the litter boxes. Oh,
Oh my gosh. I don't want to do this episode with you
No,
anymore.
sorry.
What? We're facing Laguz. Well, I don't know. How do you say that word? I don't like the look of this.
Laguz or no, it doesn't change the fact that they are brigands. Do not lower your guard.
I know what I'm doing. Okay, everyone, watch your footing in the sand. I was just informed it's not sugar. Take care and fight well.
Ike is really vindictive in this one. It's like, I know what I'm doing, guys.
Well, he's coming into his own finally. Feels like a big man now.
Ew. Delete. Alright. So Volky is good. Volky can collect items. He's got I think he's got a 100%.
Yeah, that's the... If you aren't obsessed with thieves, that's the only reason to bring him. I do enjoy the thief class. The problem is that once they turn into assassins, you can't use their thieving abilities anymore, so they're useless as combat units after a certain point.
Well...
And I think, like, just make them assassins that can pick up items,
But-
and then your problem is solved.
But he's so hot. And, mysterious. Alright. Mordecai, Lethe. Alright. Well, we could bench Gatri and bring in Titania if we wanted to.
Titania will be useless.
Oh,
I
that's
mean, they
true.
both will
Horses
be
are.
useless, but
That's true.
I guess it depends. I don't know. At this point, I kind of forgot.
I know we like to bring people because of support conversations, but I don't remember. I guess we don't bring Titania along enough, so I guess we could bring her just so she has some conversations later.
Yeah.
Because I think we've been using the tree pretty solidly.
I think so too. Alright. So there's a moral dilemma in this chapter, which is the more Laguz you leave alive, the more bonus experience you get, but because they're Laguz, you get a ton of more combat experience.
Well, it seems like the combat experience would outweigh the bonus experience.
I agree. So you don't have any qualms with
I
this?
don't like killing animals.
Oh. Well, which is it?
Well, if you're looking for experience points, killing them is the better option. If you're looking for being the good person and animal rights, killing them is not the good option. So it depends on what... Do you want to be a good person or do you want experience?
I don't want to sound like a bad person, but I kind of want the experience.
Well, you're playing the chapter, brother.
All right. Well, you be my conscience, the angel on my shoulder. If I'm getting too carried away and starting to enjoy it.
What if we only have Lace and Mordecai kill them, and then the animals kill the animals?
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Wow. That's very progressive of you.
I want a Sora and Ike romance.
Don't we all? Sora and Ike. Rolf and Shannon.
Oh, wow.
I mean, who wasn't thinking it?
True, you did just say what everyone's too ashamed to think about.
Yes. Alright. Oh, the one annoying.
Well, who do you think taught him how to shoot a bow, Steven?
Ooh. Janine, our viewers don't know that yet. It doesn't quite feel right. Just stabbing them while they're running around. Alright.
You know what you mean when they're in human form?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'd contest it's not fair that everyone else has to stay in human form all the time.
That is true.
So, yeah, that should be good.
Okay. You're amazing!
Oh, how did I know it?
She did that all from memory, folks.
Yeah, man.
Okay, Neff is a beast. She'll be fine. Mordecai is a beast. Slam! I guess... Oh.
Useless.
I remember that. I think Rice is the most fun to have turn out because he's so...
It's so against his personality of the weak, like, cough, cough, I'm always sick.
Yeah.
But I'm actually a beast.
But I think he had like 12 strength, a bunch of defense. The funniest is when he's wandering around in the Pope garb and like these heavy knights are swinging axes and spears and it just makes like the ping, ping, ping.
He's protected by the Holy Spirit.
So yeah, I think you get like 600 combat experience, and it's really not a lot when you're getting, you know, like 50 a pop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very sad. These are perfectly innocent people who, because their leader is a 5-year-old child, were convinced that they could not negotiate with us. So... is it our fault for killing them, or their fault for following this brat. I don't know. I don't feel like I can take responsibility.
There's red circles around them, so as far as I'm concerned, they're enemies.
I like that you keep things simple around here. Whoever added the sun, or positioned the sun in these combat animations must have been so proud of themselves. They're like, oh man, every time we get a flying unit, they're gonna fly into the sun, and it'll make this awesome effect.
Is this note on your phone a reminder to yourself to write an inspirational story?
No, it's for the comic contest, actually.
Oh, they have to write an inspirational story this time?
They're not sure.
They're not sure if they have to write an inspirational story.
It was
It's the most obscure directions we've given so far.
It was a fan suggestion for an inspirational story. So it was one of the suggestions one of our winning writers suggested. They wanted to do an inspirational story, which I guess could be fiction or non-fiction.
Yeah, I feel that we might need to start having different categories for different age groups, because I feel like our 4 to 8 year olds, 5 to 8 year olds, right? That's the youngest group.
Youngest is 8 to 10.
No way, it's younger than that.
No.
Did we stop having the 6 to something group?
Yeah.
Those were my favorite ones, though.
We still read them once in a while. They just don't get.
We just never pick a winner.
They're not eligible to win. Yeah.
That's horrible. We're now telling children that they're too young to win.
Not that they're. Well, no. They're just. Those are the rules. They're not allowed to be in the contest.
But they used to be able to be in the contest.
A very long time ago.
This is really bothering me.
What?
How long have the young kids not been part of the contest? So they can write in, but they can't win?
Yes. And occasionally, we'll have one of the consultants read their stories just for feedback.
Uh-huh. But we don't even pick a winner for that age category anymore?
No, because it's not an actual category.
So now you can only write in if you're 8 years old?
Well, if you're 8 or older.
Well, yeah, but...
It would be a very, very sad contest if it was just for 8-year-olds. But fun, because 8-year-olds deserve...
So now it's 8 to 10, 10 to 13, and 14 to 18?
8 to 10, 11 to 14, and 15 to 18.
Okay.
Yeah. So, mostly it's because, well, there is a quality issue with those stories. They're very fun, but they do also tend to be quite lame. I'm just joking. I'm just saying that to annoy you. What's up with all these guys all being dudes?
I don't know. Yeah, you don't see a lot of lady beast enemies. Lady enemies in general.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. You don't see any lady enemies. There are some lady bosses, but you never see just lady NPCs.
Yeah. Anyway, one of our winners suggested we do an inspirational story. The idea being that they could write from something like a family story, something inspirational from their own lives, what have you. But we also realize it's kind of a difficult one for younger age groups, so What do you think? Roll for Soren for this guy.
We can have Rolf do it.
Rolf's first Laguz murder.
Wow!
With a vengeance.
Quite a drawback.
Wow! It's just like shooting mice!
So I was thinking they could do either a family story, non-fiction, like from a president, historical figure, whatever. Because there are so many of those. Like I think it's even a pretty standard thing to do in class is to write like when you're doing a biography of a president or report on a president. A lot of the times the focus will be like, oh, write about this event, that not specifically this inspirational story, but will include things like how Abraham Lincoln ran for senator of Illinois, lost to Stephen Douglas. And so I was thinking if we gave enough examples, it could be easier for even younger readers.
Okay.
'Cause, even an 8-year-old will have read some story about Abraham Lincoln doing Abraham Lincoln things.
Sure. Okay.
Wow.
I do like the slight bird caw when the bird people transform.
Oh, yeah.
She didn't even move. The cat went right through her.
Neff's just a beast.
She's so fast you can't see her move. She's like a mirage.
It's the Irish skill. The key is you leave a potato somewhere. And then just as the enemy attacks, you reach for the potato.
And the potato isn't there and you aren't there?
Now, the potato is there. The key is...
Not
when
during the potato famine. Wow!
Oh, we just lost half our viewership.
No, I thought you were trying to make a bad potato famine joke. There's no other reason to bring up potatoes when you bring up Irish people.
That would have been really clever. But no, I was thinking when an Irish person sees a potato,
They never see potatoes, that's the point. Not since the famine.
It triggers a primal reaction.
To eat the potato while it's still there?
Yes, to get the potato before anyone else does. So that's the trick. Just before the enemy attacks, you throw a potato.
Oh. But what if your enemy's not Irish?
No, that's the thing. You're not getting the enemy to get the potato. You're enhancing your own reaction times.
Even though you had the potato before.
Yes. It also takes an incredible amount of willpower for an Irish person to release the potato in the first place.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, where does Volk need to go next?
Depends on if you want him to get the boots, which are in enemy territory, or the physic staff. Psychic staff. Physic? It's physic.
It's simple physic.
It is physic. It's not psychic.
It is.
I don't know what a physic staff is, but that is what it says.
Well, it helps you do equations and stuff. I guess. Albert Einstein used his physics staff a lot.
If Ike gets his hands on that, he won't need Soren anymore.
What's the other type of bird? Those guys are easily crows or ravens, but what's the...
The other one are hawks.
Hawks.
There's the hawks, the crows, and the egrets.
But they only have a few of those. Wah, wah, wah. It's these jokes that keep us in business, folks.
I've actually already forgotten what... They're cranes, aren't they? I can't remember what the white birds are now.
They're not swans.
They are not swans, but they are some...
Cranes sounds right.
They're supposed to be the very beautiful birds, but they actually look really awkward because they've got the long necks.
Yeah.
So I can't remember. I know they're not really egrets. I did say it to be funny, but but I cannot remember. Well, I'm sure we will hear about that species many more times in this game, so I don't need to know.
Yeah. Poor Mordecai. Never gets any play.
That's because you don't use him.
Well,
Because you don't like using the beast people. I'm obsessed with the beast people.
he's
but
here. He's here. He hasn't turned into a beast form. I tried to give him a bow. He was like, "Oh,
You could always give him a stone.
that's true."
But you actually do not like to use the beast people. The only one you use is Lithe.
They're grody.
Jeez.
They clean themselves with their tongues.
I've heard that a Laguz tongue is 100 times cleaner than a human's.
Oh.
I had this whole long discussion about the 5 love languages, but what do you think about them?
The 5 love languages? Well, Janine, the fact that there are 5 love languages is actually a myth. It comes from a book.
Don't make fun of me.
Oh, it seemed like you were inviting me to.
Legitimate opinions. I've always hated the 5 love languages because I think they're stupid. Just like I think the Myers-Briggs personality tests are stupid.
Oh, dang, that's a hot take. You've just insulted most of our fan base.
Well, I feel that I think you and I talk about asexual people, that we are both as well. But that whenever you go to meet other ace people online, every single person says, "I'm the super rare Myers-Briggs INTFPJ," and every single other person on the site is also an INTFPJ. And also, I love Harry Potter, and my house is Ravenclaw. What's your house? Every single person's house is Ravenclaw. It's like the exact same person over and over and over again.
No, but it's super unique, though.
I don't understand how everyone can believe in the Myers-Briggs personality test and also believe they're super unique for having this very rare personality type that everyone else has. And it also doesn't say anything about your personality somehow. So that's how I feel about the 5 love languages.
Well, now we know.
Yes. Well, you already know because I wanted to know your thoughts on it. We've already had.
So how did it turn into a rant on your hatred of the Myers-Briggs?
Because you started making fun of me.
Oh!
I wanted your legitimate thoughts on it.
No, I wasn't trying to make fun of you. I was using your more educated perspective as a launching point for my own thoughts. And because I think it's funny how passionate you get about these things.
Well...
Holy smokes.
Yeah. I think because once something like that enters the mainstream, suddenly everyone thinks that it's law. And it's not just like, oh yeah, this is something I used to talk about. But it's like, no, you have to have one of these 5 love languages, and this is the only way you experience and express love. And did you know that there's no other types of love except for these 5?
You know, the most recent thing I've seen is actually there are tests now that tell you what your percentages of each of the 5 love languages are.
Mm-hmm.
So, your nightmare has come true. They now do, people are now quite convinced that the 5 love languages are law. Those are the 5 love languages. And what's worse is there are tests telling you, with, I'm sure, a great degree of accuracy, what what percentages your 5 are. And it's like, I used to think I was like a 30% words of affirmation. I'm more of like a 28% words of affirmation.
Gosh.
And that's one of the cases where it really doesn't make sense to me to apply something like percentages to your love languages.
Yeah.
I just can't think of a single person. So I think my biggest issue with the love languages is not hipsterism, which seems to be yours.
Hipster.
Yeah, where it's like, oh, the 5 love languages are popular, so I can't like the 5 love
No,
languages.
that has nothing to do with it.
I know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's just some crazy case of vampirism that's going around.
I think it's a cat person. I can't tell if it's a dog person. Not dog person. Why are there no dog people?
I think there are. Right? Maybe not in this game, but the next one, right?
Oh, maybe they were all domesticated.
Isn't there a wolf person in the sequel game?
I can't remember.
Yeah, you play a wolf person. Yeah, because there's that wolf lady and her attendant. She's got like all the jewelry and stuff.
Are you thinking of Twilight Princess?
No, I'm thinking of the sequel, the direct sequel to this game. You have Laika, the Raven Girl, but you also have the Wolf Queen.
Oh.
And you do get to play her. I think initially she's an unplayable NPC, but you eventually get her on your side.
Can you put the pillow back? I wanted to get a picture of you in patches. 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh.
You two are so adorable.
Are we?
Yeah, look at this cute picture. Sorry, fans. We'll post this on our personal Discord channel where you can 24/7 PM us questions about Fire Emblem and our personal lives and opinions of the 5 love languages.
Great.
Alright. Now, back to the viewers. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I still haven't heard one word about how you feel about love languages.
Yes, but I've started 3 or 4 times, which makes up for that. Steal. I can't steal his beak. Oh, that would be gruesome.
Oh man. Wow.
He is well dressed. He looks like he's on his way to a spa.
He does. Well, it's not what I would call well dressed. It's more like rolled out of bed.
True. Okay. Heavy tone.
We should no.
No?
We should
Fire,
use fire
right.
and thunder because we're trying to level up his ability to use
Thunder?
other elements. I mean, you
Lightning
can
and
use
the
whatever you
thunder.
want, but yeah. I find that it's really annoying because the mages are so slow to get other elements.
Yeah. There's something you can give them to improve their weapon class. The secret book, the secret scroll. I forget.
Did Wolf pick something up?
He picked up the boots.
Okay, good. That's good. I'm glad.
We still need to get the physics. Alright. Oscar, you're doing well.
He hasn't done anything this whole time.
He got hurt somewhere along the lines. I don't remember when that happened. And now, Rolfie boy, just like the brute he is, can come in on this wounded cat and just snipe him.
Let me now, Daddy. I got a cougar for all of us to eat. A little cougar. Ah!
That's a new hat.
He's gonna have a full wardrobe by the end of this fight.
We don't actually think we're funny. Just so
No.
you know.
Yeah, no, don't worry, audience. We are totally self-aware.
We know we're very lame.
not only on this channel, but in real life as well.
Yeah, but as I say, if other people don't laugh at you, you just laugh harder at your own joke.
Oh, that's what our dad says too.
I don't think I've ever heard my dad say that.
No, but it's a principle he lives by.
True.
So, the 5 love languages. My my biggest problem with the 5 love languages is I do not know of a single person who does not want quality time with the person they love. What person is like, I want to marry you, but I don't really want to spend any dedicated time with you. I'd rather us like go out to a pub once in a while, and I want that to be the extent of our romantic relationship.
Just give me gifts, but don't be around. Like, just leave gifts.
Ooh, now
I don't want to see you.
I do know a lot of men, men and women like that. They would prefer that they just leave lavish presents somewhere around the house. Like, ideally, the other person never shows up. They work like a late night job.
The lavish gift is your own house. To live separately.
Yes.
Well, while we're on their subject, why is the 5 love language only about romantic relationships?
Ooh.
That's stupid too.
That's a good question. Because people are afraid to love on their own terms. They might get hurt. What a babe. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where so much... Maybe it's kind of like how poetry is supposed to be for love, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those things that some old geezer way back in the 15th century was like, oh, you know what? I'm a poet, and I don't know what else to do with my time. So I'm going to cheat on my wife and then write about love poetry.
I sense something. Must be my imagination.
A female cat? Splendid. I've not seen your face in these parts before.
I like your latte voice.
Where did you come from?
Oh, I see that I've startled you. My apologies.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Who are you?
If you wish to learn someone's name, isn't it polite to introduce yourself first?
Whoa!
Lethe. From Gaia.
And I am Stefan. I live...
Pow!
I live here in this desolate wasteland, playing at being a hermit.
Sometimes I come out of hats.
Is that so? Well, don't let me interrupt your life.
Oh no! Please don't worry about it.
Oh, I won't.
Don't make me disappear back into the desert.
And
Right.
This is such an awkward conversation.
why are you standing there staring at me?
Aha! I'm interested in Gallia's beast tribes. Fascinating, really. I have an idea. Can we go somewhere and talk?
I don't think so.
This is... I mean, Stefan's a great guy, and we know that, but just on the face of it, he's really creepy. This is like what women deal with coming out of nightclubs.
Yes.
Why not?
My companions and I are in the middle of a battle. I have no time to chit-chat with you.
Very well. Then I will help you. And once this battle is finished, you'll have time to converse, yes?
I suppose. Perhaps.
I imagine if all the enemies weren't defeated, it's just like Lethe duking it out with some other cat person, and Stefan's just leaning on his sword like, hey, babe!
Yes.
Right, off we go then.
What sort of lunatic have I found now?
Oh, man. Right down to that.
Life does seem to get hit on by the weird dudes in this.
She does. Okay.
I guess it's because everyone likes a cat girl.
Okay, Ike's fine. Daddy's alright.
Mommy's alright.
They just...
I'm a little.
Win!
Surrender! That was your favorite song for a while.
I really liked it. It was so much fun to play on Guitar Hero.
Oh wait, that wasn't your favorite song. Your favorite one was the
Boston.
Boston. Wake up each morning and the days.
Oh, more than a feeling.
More than a feeling, yeah.
I'm doing it! No! What a mistake. We gotta keep our viewers in suspense. For the very simple addition and subtraction this game requires, it is very easy to mess up.
Because we don't have the physics staff yet.
Wow!
It won't actually help us with math. Just physics.
Oh, that's true.
Well, you know, just physics-related math.
Ooh.
I guess it's all, yeah. You know what? The joke has been dead for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I feel that knowing someone actually trusts you is one of them that's just not included on there.
Mm-hmm.
And even within... I mean, all the categories are intentionally broad, right? Quality time can mean a lot of different things to different people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. And,
Oh yeah, our family loves to tease each other. Like joking and teasing and being at the level of comfort where you can laugh at someone or tease someone is like a huge expression of affection, but that is not on there.
mm-hmm.
It's not covered by any of them, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of things like that.
Yeah, that's true. I feel like we've started having a really good
Good
so
time to
weird.
get a critical when it doesn't matter.
Of course.
He did like the warrior pose there in yoga. He's that enlightened. Oh, buddy.
Alright, we're restarting.
That's okay.
Oh! But he got a level up. Never mind. We're not restarting. It's okay, fans.
Or like, one thing that I really like to do is to share, and I know you could put this under quality time, but I think it's a little different, to share like something from your past or something you really enjoy with someone, like taking them to something that's a big part of your memories or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good one. Also, I like your point about them being limiting, because that's what I always think. It's the same thing with like Myers-Briggs personality test. It's like, but who are you? Like, it's fine as like if it helps you establish like a general guideline. Physics staff. Sit down.
You just have to go, yeah, to that point.
Okay. I'm trusting you. Physics! Now we can manipulate time and space. Makes the rest of the game kind of trivial.
Also, my biggest issue, and I think I've said this to you many times before, is that nothing about the 5 love languages actually tells you much. It's like, there's nothing there that's revolutionary, and there's certainly nothing there that you can't get by just asking the person in question.
Yes.
You know, like people, I don't understand where this idea came from. Like, this changed everything in my relationship. How did it change everything? Did you never talk before?
That's true, and I feel like you get something similar with Myers-Briggs, actually, where people are like, oh, I never understood myself before, but now, like, I finally know why I am this way.
The alphabet soup really helped me figure myself out.
Alphabet soup, oh man.
That's what it is.
I know, but I feel like that's such a dad reference. It's like what I picture a dad from like the 90s, like a 90s sitcom.
Well,
Like their kid comes back from school and they're like, Dad, I just took the Myers-Briggs personality test. And the dad's like, what, that alphabet soup?
well,
And then the audience, the studio audience, laughs on cue.
that's pretty much what I am.
That's true. But yeah, I agree with that completely. It's very limiting. It doesn't really tell you anything about yourself, and I feel like people use that kind of in place of self-reflection, and also it doesn't. I don't know. It doesn't seem to really cover what you would want it to, because it means something different for everyone. Like physical touch is one of them, right? What that looks like is different for everyone, even with something as strictly defined, like, let alone quality time, but physical touch, like,
Something straightforward like that is even so different.
Yeah, you can get a dozen people who have a dozen different ideas of what that means. Like, some people, it's like people who need to be hugged frequently, or people who like holding hands.
Yeah, there's some people that really like holding hands, but don't really like cuddling very much, you know?
And there are people who like very specific intimacy with very specific people.
Wow, anyone in mind there? You can kiss me, but just kiss me like this. Otherwise, blah, blah, blah. Sorry, Rachel.
Yes. Janine is referencing my girlfriend.
Very specific in the way that she likes to be touched.
Yes.
Which is fine, but it does go to show that you can't just blanket be like, oh, you like physical touch. No, you still have to talk a lot about that. You can't just be like, you like physical touch, so yeah.
Yes. Yeah, even something like that, or like with different people. Like, some people are really like hugging their friends or family members. I mean, rarely, but even like holding hands with family members.
It's not rare, not in my life. We hold hands all the time.
That's true. And being two asexual people who are dissecting Myers-Briggs and the love languages during a playthrough of Fire Emblem Path of Radiance, we're pretty much normies.
Well, I know. You know, I have a whole thing about how I think society has limited people's freedom to touch each other. And I think it's not really... Yeah, like, a lot of times people don't touch each other outside of romantic relationships, but that's not natural. That's a societally induced thing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And part of that is, like, when you're... And yes, I know I'm generalizing to healthy families, but when you're little, like, you get lots of touch as a child, and it's totally normal to, like, cuddle your kids and hold hands with your kids, and, you know, wrestle with your kids and stuff. And it's really enjoyed when you're little, but then you grow up and suddenly it's not fine anymore, and it's, you know, And suddenly it's only okay to do things that are physical with like a romantic partner, and then everyone's relegated to you can only touch in this specific context.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people crave that touch so much that then they get into relationships that aren't that great, but at least they can be touched regularly.
It's really sad when you put it that way.
Yeah. But then I'm a weirdo who would happily kiss close friends and stuff, and I know most people aren't quite that.
Yeah, and it's...
But I mean, even aside from something like that, like I just enjoy holding hands with people I'm close to and cuddling people I'm close to. And I think that should be normalized. No, I don't think everyone needs to be able to kiss their friends. It's okay if you don't. But everyone should feel comfortable hugging their friends or cuddling their friends if they want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. You are a beautiful cinnamon bun, and you must be protected.
Gross. Don't ever talk to me like that.
My companions and I are not thieves. I'm sure you could not care less, though.
He was supposed to sound more 80s hardcore. I messed that up. He'll be better next time, folks.
He'll be back. You little brat-topia. Ooh. Anyway. Yeah, I find it surprising. I've had that exact experience. Getting flashbacks. Yeah, you're... I don't know. Not to sound elitist or anything, but I just feel like for a lot of people, it... oh, man. I don't know what that did, but it looked cool.
Neff gets so many special moves that I can't tell when she's getting a critical or one of her special abilities is being activated, because she has like 5 different critical animations. Most people just have one. It is bizarre to me how much love went into her character and character design, considering she gets like 3 voice lines the entire game.
Yeah. Don't remind me.
Whoa! So young.
I'm not scared of you. It doesn't matter if you're a Laguz. An enemy is an enemy.
Please stop. Why young cubs like you on the battlefield?
That's good.
Why? Boo! I was trying to do like.
That was inspired.
I was trying to do like the Bon Jovi singing into the guitar, and the guitar has the reverb thing.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I guess it's really hard
I
to do
see
that
what
with a
you're going
human
for.
voice. It's okay, he's already quite strong.
He's a buff cake. No, Worm's dead. Oh,
Did we get the special fragment?
yeah, we did.
Okay.
And the physics.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can do the 80s voice.
I'll give it a shake.
You're the leader of this band, are you?
I feel like you're doing 90% of the voices these days.
But you're so good at them. And Ike has 50% of the dialogue. But why don't you keep? What? Give it. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Just channel your inner rocker.
Yes, I am.
Oh, yeah. Just make him real excited.
I'll resist you no further. Take me with you or execute me here. I cannot. Bam. But my companions, would you let them go? Please.
No, I won't allow it.
Toadstool number 2.
I won't let you take Worm.
Stay back, little one. You're not supposed to expose.
If you want more, you'll have to kill me first.
Yes, he is a pure child. I claimed him when he was little more than an infant. He has nothing to do with us subhumans.
Stop lying. I'm here because I want to be. Who's the leader of the Laguz Emancipation Army? That's right, I am.
Oh, gosh.
You're a big jerk, Worm, trying to cover for everyone and get yourself killed. I won't allow it.
I'm picturing like Ash, but 5 years old.
Yeah.
And Rocky from Claymore. Smushed in one.
Little one!
Hey, I don't care who the real leader is. I wouldn't be able to figure it out anyway. A Laguz who calls himself a subhuman is protecting a kidnapped York who claims to lead a Laguz Emancipation Army? Do I have that right? Because if I do, I have absolutely no idea what any of you are talking about!
I don't even have to try.
No.
Will someone please tell me what's going on here?
Oh.
Alright, please go over that again. It's been customary throughout Begnion's history to keep Laguz as slaves.
That's right. And it's wrong.
But that's in the past now. 20 years ago, all slavery was outlawed, and all Laguz were freed in the Great Laguz Revolution of 1918. And as far as the general public is concerned, that is exactly what happened. Hey, does he show up everywhere? I thought he was our boat captain. Why is he here?
So there's a portion of society that willingly breaks the law? No way! I thought everyone was a law-abiding citizen! Why do we even exist? Oh yeah, in that case.
The commoners obey, but there are still many Laguz slaves in the homes of nobles. Muarim and I brought this to the attention of the senators, but they would not listen. That's why we gathered other fighters. We break into the homes where slaves are kept and help them escape. Woo! Of course, the nobles can't let this be known publicly, so they brand us thieves and turn us into wanted outlaws. Yeah, that's bad.
Alright, I think I understand your motives. Think so. Maybe you need to say it again, like for the 5th time. But you're not gonna solve the basic problem this way. I know things, and that's not gonna work.
We know that. But we can't give up and leave them in chains. We can't and won't.
Do you mind if I try to help?
Huh?
This sort of Bjork behavior is something that's been bothering me. I think there may be something that I can do.
Wow. What a cliffhanger.
Nisala, stop this foolishness! Where are you taking me? Tell me!
It's only a little farther. I'll tell you once we've arrived, just as I promised.
I left no word with Tabarn. If I had known we were coming this far, I would have left a message.
There needs to be a lonely violin playing. Here we are. This is what I wanted to show you. Look below you, Ray-san. What do you see?
What? What is this? How is this possible? What happened here?
Oh, poor little cub. Oh, I gotta shed a tear for her.
This is Serene's. Is this what you're trying to tell me? This colorless vista, these cracked and withered branches, these lifeless trees. This is my forest.
The ancient tongue. It's been many years since I heard it last. You can still speak it. Grayson.
The voice of the forest is still. Why? How did this?
It's been like this since your clan's been gone. The area near the entrance is especially bad. They use fire. Most of the trees are dead.
Unforgivable! How could they do things like this? Cursed humans! What did this forest do? What did my clan do?
Humans hold all Laguz in contempt. And in the same way, they hold all of nature in contempt as well. They think everything exists for their pleasure, impediment. They are beneath contempt.
Nisala, it appears that I have misjudged you. I called you a groveling toady to humans and labeled you traitor. That was overly harsh. I apologize.
Not to worry. I engage in occasional commerce with humans. That much is true. A more pressing issue, though, is the growing darkness. You can return to Phoenicius tomorrow, can you not? I'm certain some noble has a villa in this area. At this time of year, it is almost certain to be empty. I suggest we borrow it for the evening, just to rest our weary minds. Oh, pain!
You would sleep in a human building?
Think about it. Bird folk like you and I have no night vision whatsoever.
So Doc can't see anything. Ah.
I just wish I'd planned better, taking you out here at night. I thought it was going to be such a peaceful moment. If we were discovered by humans, they would surely overwhelm us and capture us, right?
Yeah, I see your point.
Very good. I'll go stumble around until I find something to eat. Please, make yourself comfortable as you can in this empty, deserted human dwelling.
Nisala!
Yes? Yeah?
Thank you for everything you've done. I appreciate it.
Don't be ridiculous. We're old friends, are we not?
Right you are, old friend.
Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Is everything in place? Yes, that Duke cannot sit still. He's literally quivering with anticipation. It's disgusting. I bet it isn't. Just make sure that mountain of suet stays hidden. If Raisin catches so much as a glimpse of his bulk, he will take wing. Understood. Now, time to put on the finishing touches. This, too, I do to raise up Kilvis. Raisin, Please don't judge me too harshly, my old friend. That being said, I'm sure you will. Ah, well, such is life. Enjoy your new one, old friend. I love Nasala.
He's